Hi, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to uglify your Apache Cordova code before building your application binary. So this is actually going to be a two-part video because it references a blog post I made that will show you how to both lint and uglify your mobile application code. But in this particular video, it is the uglification that we'll be focusing on. And if you've been following up with my blogs, you'll know that I have done a similar post using Grunt for web applications. This, however, is customized to become a lot easier for mobile applications that were made with Apache Cordova. And Apache Cordova is just the baseline that I'm using. This will also work with PhoneGap and Ionic framework applications as well. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to build a fresh Apache Cordova project. This can be done by doing the following. You know what? Am I on my desktop? Alright. Alright, so this went ahead and it created a project on my desktop called test project, and that's going to be what we're going to be using. So the next step in our process is we need to install the Cordova Uglify package with npm Node Package Manager, and this can be done by first navigating into your project directory, and then what we want to do is we want to do npm install Cordova Uglify. Alright, so all kinds of errors showed up on mine. If it shows up on yours and you're running Mac or Linux, just go ahead and rerun it with sudo. I don't know why, sometimes there's permission issues. Alright, so with that installed, let's go ahead and open up the project in our favorite text editor. Alright, so what the uglify is going to do is it's going to uglify the JavaScript in our JavaScript directory. In particular, this JavaScript file right here. And it's going to place it in the platforms, and then the actual build directory for the platform. So what we want to do is we want to add the Android platform. Now this works for iOS as well, so it's not restricted to just Android. Another thing to note, when we installed the Cordova Uglify package, what it did is it dropped a script, a hook, into our after prepare directory, which is it's an uglification script. So if you're on a Unix or Mac, a Unix or Linux machine, there's a good chance that the uglify script doesn't have the correct permissions. We need to be able to execute the script with the execute permission. So let's go ahead and confirm this by doing a chmod on it. Alright, now it's good to go. So to test this uglification process out, let's go ahead and do a Cordova prepare. Alright, so it looks like it worked, and it did the CS files as well. So if we go into our platforms, Android, and then I believe it's assets, www, and then if we look at our JavaScript, you can see that it's been minified, uglified. And this also is good because not only will it make your app run more efficiently, but if you looked at my other tutorial regarding extracting application binaries, it will make it a lot more difficult for a malicious user to get your source code. I mean, they'll have your source code, but it'll make it a lot harder for them to make sense of it because it's obfuscated. So, again, this is part one of a two-part video regarding linting and uglifying your code, and it's closely related to a tutorial I made regarding grunt and the same events, but this time it's for Apache Cordova, PhoneGap, and Ionic framework. And remember, just like that, the script runs after prepare, so it doesn't touch your files in the project's root www folder. It only alters the files in the platform build directories. In this case, Android being in the assets www folder.